Was it the right decision to pause it, and is it the right decision to renew it? How do you see U.S. Georgia military partnership from your vantage point?
So I think it was absolutely the right decision to have the military exercise. We are in a really dark place right now with Georgia, with the turning back from all sorts of reforms that were intended to strengthen Georgia and build Georgia's ties to the West, build its EU path. The current government has turned its back on that and instead, in many ways, embraced Russia in a way that I find unimaginable from the early days of my working with Georgia. That there would be such a strong sense of cooperation with Russia today in Georgia. So I think that in this dark situation, the thing we have to avoid is showing the Georgian people that we've turned our back on them. And we know how the Georgian Defense Forces are important in the hearts of Georgians. We know this. They're the heart and soul of the Georgian nation. So continuing to cooperate with them, to provide them with the kind of training that they can use to legitimately defend Georgian interests, I think this is exactly what we need to continue to do, even as we press the government to turn back to the West and to pursue reforms.
The U.S., through military exercises, through statements on international forum, anywhere, every time there was a statement about Georgia, U.S. was and is supporting Georgia's sovereignty, territorial integrity, non-recognition policy towards the Russia occupied territories of Georgia. Do you think that's important? Why is the U.S. doing that, or why was the U.S. doing that thus far? And is that important in your view to continue for the Georgians to continue receiving this sort of support?
I think it's incredibly important for us to stand up for the sovereignty of Georgia. I think it's important for the people of Georgia, who are in a very difficult situation now, but they need to know that the United States still stands up for their sovereignty. And it's incredibly important as a message to Russia. Russia can't think that it can get away with taking other countries' territory and calling it independent or calling it part of Russia. And if we, give in on this question of Georgian sovereignty, it certainly affects how Russia would think about our stance on other countries, Ukraine, but there's Moldova out there. This is not just an isolated case. So it's important for us to continue to stand up for sovereignty.